Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Greene. I am Toni Greene, and I am so excited to be here today. It is Monday, September 20th, and it's a full moon. I love full moons. I know it's a weird thing to love, but I do. I just love full moons. Okay, so today's show, first, last Monday, I did my regular show. And then afterwards, right after that show, I did a prediction show, which mostly were predictions about work, businesses, and stuff along that line. There are so many more predictions. So I think this week I'm going to do another prediction show. In the last week's prediction show, one of the things I said was that we're going to go from I misstated a word and I want to correct it here. One of the things I said is we're going to go from a system where we have foster care to private schooling, and what I meant to say was boarding schools, a boarding school sort of situation. As sometimes the words that come through when I'm channeling, I know what they mean, but the words they're using are not the same words we would use. But it's a private institution boarding school situation, and these boarding schools for rather than placing children into um, foster homes. Some still will be, but some children will go into these boarding schools, and the teachers and social workers and facilitators of these boarding schools, they're about to come together and create this. And I'm so excited about this because for so many reasons. This system that is private, it is a private system. It's not necessarily a government system. It's a private system that offers these children the best education and living situation. And with social worker on hand or counselor on hand, and amazing teachers that really care about teaching, but maybe don't want to go along with some of the things that are going on now. So they're going out of the public governmental systems and going into a more private system. That was one of my most exciting ones. One I did not get to mention last week. Okay, I hope this does not turn into a total prediction show again, but one I did not get to mention last week is there's going to be another boarding school type of situation, but it's going to be more of a military school that are going to be a lot of retired Marines, disabled, well, retired military, retired military, or military that's coming out. Now, there's going to be two branches of this. One of them is military school. They're going to create military schools, boarding type of schools, or day schools where you just go during the day. And again, these are private. They're not, so that they can get there's a difference between a government institution and a private institution. And right now, a lot of businesses are considered government, or they're not private businesses, they're public businesses. And that's all about to change too. If you listened to my show last week, you'll know that is all about to change. We're going to go more private businesses, independent contractors, and um, these schools. Let me just kind of stay on track. And callers, I am going to get to you. Please do not go any place. I will be getting to you in just a second. But these uh, military, some of the military are going to create tactical training camps, which are going to be a lot of fun, by the way. It's not something you would take just because you feel like you need tactical training, but it is going to be something that will be a lot of fun to take. Second, so military are going to create boarding schools and regular schooling for at-risk kids. And these are kids that would typically end up on drugs or in gangs. And, kids who end up in gangs, they really want a sense of belonging. And a military school is the perfect thing for these children. So, some of the people coming out of the military are going to use that military background to create these schools and programs. And as long as they're private, again, it will be an amazing situation. It's going to be a win win win. And don't think, most people want to go government because they get government funding, but they always get government jurisdiction with that. One of the things I mentioned last week is that when we go private, we don't fall necessarily under that government jurisdiction. And when we go nonprofit, we can hire people who are professional fundraisers to bring money in for us. So it's a win 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 all the way around. And I think people would rather give money to a private boarding school for foster children or at risk children than anything else, especially in their own area. Okay, I just wanted to do that quick follow up to last week's show. And there is so much more that is possible in the coming weeks, months, and even up to 4 and 5 years from now, depending on what direction everything goes. So, I will probably be doing another prediction show maybe this week, possibly next week, as the ideas, as the things come in, predictions come in, I write them down. If you would like me to do a prediction show on anything specific, please put it in the chat. If you're watching me live on YouTube, put it in the chat. I'll be happy to um, do a prediction show on that. And please don't make it about your love life. I'm not going to do a whole prediction show on one person's love life. um, or your life in general, just general public, general world prediction show. If you want me to do it on any area in particular, please put it in the chat or in the comments, and I'll be happy to work on that for everybody. Okay. I am going to look at who's on my live chat on YouTube. And right now I have Lolly. Hi, Lolly. Hey, Tony. Do my spirit guides have a message for me? Trying to decide if I should sell my house right now. Worried I won't find a place to move if it does. Okay. Um, Hi, Joe's Mystics. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so Lolly wants to know if she should sell her house right now. She's on YouTube. So, Lolly, one of the things I'm going to say to you is if you sell your house right now, it will sell fast and it will sell for more. And you might not find something to buy right away. It will take until the spring of next year before you do find something to purchase. Now, the housing market is going to change because that's just the nature of the beast. Everything changes, everything, nothing stays exactly the same. People have been overpaying for houses for a hot minute here. And that's about to come full circle and kind of come to a halt. I would say you have to decide if you are going to want to rent for a minute until you find something you can buy. Um, I'm going to let everybody know I'm going to be taking callers 845-277-9131 if you want to call in live and ask a question. They are my first priority is taking the live callers because some of these people have been calling in for 2, 3, 4 months at a time, trying to get through. If I do call out your area code, please take me off of speakerphone, have an exact question or connection ready. And if you want me to connect with someone, don't say, give me a message from my dad, and then at the end of that message, ask a specific question. If you have a specific question for your dad on the other side, ask that question from the get go. Okay. There's a lot of people in my call log. There's a lot of people on YouTube chat waiting for answers, and I've got like 20 minutes left. I'll do the best I can to get it to as many people as I can. I promise you I will do that. I'm going to take my first caller right now, and my first caller is area code 805. 805, how are you today?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you. This is Donna. How are you?
Hey, Donna, I'm doing wonderful. What's going on?
Hi. Haven't heard you for a while. Yeah. I'm on a high frequency now, and I'm feeling very happy, and I'm expecting something big to come in. And I was told by somebody that there's going to be a big celebration for me, and I wanted to know if you're picking up on any of that, please.
Okay, so Donna, what I'm getting for you, well, first of all, I don't know. I keep hearing May, May, May. Now, I think May obviously is a month. I don't think it's a month. I know it's a month, but I hear May can be a name too. It can be an abbreviation for a name. One thing I want to say, there's something really life changing happening in May. That's the first message they want me to give you, Donna. We'll get more into that in a second. Through the month of the rest of September and October, there's going to be an acceleration for you. I'm going to tell you there is a little bit of money coming in. Now, this isn't your normal money that you would be getting in. This is something a little extra, and it's coming in. And somebody up above, and I feel like this is your dad because it definitely is a male figure saying this, don't spend it all in one place. So that cracks me up because that's such a dad statement. I do feel like at the end of October, beginning of November, you are going to meet someone. Now, I'm very careful about the way I say this now because I used to say you're going to meet somebody. This can be somebody very significant in your life, and people blow it up right away. I'm going to say this, you're going to meet somebody that has the possibility, the chance of being significant in your life. What does significant mean? That doesn't mean we're running off and getting married and people are going to be throwing right. It means this is a person who's going to teach you about love, and it can be a long-term relationship. Relationships are for us to learn and grow in love. If we stop learning and growing in love, that relationship should, and this goes for friendships too, right? If you get to the point where you think your friend is a trash bag full of garbage that needs to be taken to the city dump, you need to let that go. Okay. That was a little harsh. Wow. Whoa. But I can relate to that. So for some reason, it's not like me to say mean things, but I'll channel them. And please don't come at me saying, Spirit would never say anything mean. Oh, yes, Spirit would call it like it is. Spirit does call it like it is. Okay. I'm just going to say there is the potential for you to meet somebody at the end of October, beginning of November. This person has the possibility to be a significant relationship in your life. You, between now and then, need to really examine, really examine what's been holding you back in a relationship, from a relationship, because people say, I'm ready, I'm ready. But then as soon as somebody approaches them, they're like, well, is he this? Is he that? Is she this? Is she that? What if? And then we start picking it apart before we're even to the first dinner. So right now I'm going to say, I'm going to do the first healing or clearing of the show. And I'm going to say, We are ready for a healthy, loving relationship. I get a no, so let's clear that out. So clearing anything that's stopping or blocking us from being in a healthy, loving relationship, or even being open to that healthy, loving relationship. Ready and willing. Oh, we are ready and willing to be in a relationship. I get a solid no on that. So we're going to start clearing that out. That one makes me a little dizzy because you know what happens? We just get so caught up in our past relationships, right? We really do. So that's what I have for you, love. I could go on all day, of course. I'm not going to do that because I do have other callers. But, sweetie, I hope this was helpful. And thank you so much for calling in. I'm really grateful I got to connect with you.
Yes, likewise. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Toni.
Absolutely. I'm going to go to directly to the next caller. Whoopsie, who is 347. 347, how can I help you today?
Hi, thanks for taking my call. My name is Tamika. I'm calling from Long Island, New York, and I just wanted to know if, as my job is going to be coming to an end at the end of the month, and if I'll be in a different job next month. I have been going on a lot of interviews, and I think my job might be coming to an end because of the mandate. So I'm just wondering what you see for me with my current job and next month.
Okay, so oh, I have goosebumps all over, and there's so much I want to say to you, but I don't know how much I can say publicly. So here's what I'm going to say. Um, I'm going to use a lot of for instance and for examples with you. Okay, love. I do feel like there is the possibility or the possibility that yes, your job will come to the end at the end of this month. I do feel like there is something you can do out of your home that will make you money. I also feel like you should research uh, for anybody who is I have to say this very carefully, for anybody who is religious and would like a religious exemption, those are available online. Okay, for some of these mandates. Listen, folks, listen. For all you out there, and Tamika, I'm just going to go off you for a second and just state this very clearly for people. For all of you out there that think everybody should be vaccinated, I'm allergic to eggs. I'm allergic to pork. I'm allergic to antibiotics. I'm allergic to beef. Ain't nobody shooting nothing in my body. Ain't nobody putting nothing in my body that I don't know exactly what it is. Today is not the day I want to die. They won't tell us what's in this, and they're not asking you what you're allergic to when they're putting this stuff up in you. Okay? Nobody putting nothing in my body. You're not giving me a shot of something that might have, because every vaccination, the first thing they ask you is, are you allergic to eggs? Are they doing that with this? Okay, then. No, no, thank you. No, thank you. And doctors have been told not to give medical exemptions. Really? Really?
Yeah.
Right? So if you need a religious exemption, my phone number is 414. Don't do it while I'm on air, love. 414-897-2869. That's also the number you call if you would like a private session for a reading. And I know of some links that I can share with people who are religious and want their religious exemption. Okay. Now you will find another job, but I do feel like there is something you can do from your home, Tamika. What is it that you do right now, love?
I work as a receptionist for one of the biggest medical companies in New York. And now they have sites out of New York. If you're from New York, and I told you it starts with an N, there's two of them that start with an N. I work for one of them, and it's in New York. But I work as a receptionist. I've looked for online some home jobs. I haven't found any yet. I've applied to a store called Express. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but they want to hire me for like part-time, and I have a good feeling about them. I'm just worrying because the money is lower. I'm wondering if you see me, if I should go to them, if that is something good, because I'm worried because the money is less, and I'm thinking of getting a car for the first time, but I just don't like the medical field anymore at all.
Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you that I am getting. There is something you can do from home, and I want you to listen to my show from last week, the prediction show. Now, I am going to tell you, what you're going to be doing might not be the same thing that you've been doing, okay? You might end up in a whole new career, in a whole new field, and you might end up actually starting your own um, business. One of the things that I'm getting for a lot of people coming in, and I've even thought of starting this business, but I'm so busy with my business, I can't. Um, People just need somebody to talk to. So if you set up a website and a podcast and you let people call in and just talk, and then you set up sessions, private sessions to just listen to people. Um, you don't have to be a therapist to listen to people. You have to be a therapist to give people advice, or a psychic. Dun, dun, dun. I'm kidding. God, I think I'm hilarious. Um, but you can just let people talk to you. And I feel like that might be something you want to look into. And you can just use your regular phone. In the past, people used to think we have to do all these things and set up all this big stuff. You can sit in your home and let people call you and tell you about their problems for so much a minute, or so much 15 minutes or 30 minutes, or what's going on in their life. As long as you're not giving them professional advice, you are fine. Okay. I do feel like there is some, and if this isn't for you, this is for somebody else that is listening. There are a lot of very compassionate people out there that will listen to people. I'm telling you right now, I do feel like there is going to be something that you can do from your home that is coming in. It might not be the same thing that you were doing, but it is going to be something that will be coming in. One of the things I've heard from a lot of the attorneys that are going to be handling a lot of the cases is, do not quit. Whatever you do not quit.
Right.
Thank
You
you.
know,
Thank you.
I agree with that. They want you to, yeah, they want you to sign papers
Nope.
resigning, saying, oh, you want to do it this way? Because I said, no way, because if
Nope.
this is going to be reparations in somehow, some way for people in the future that are mandated, I want to be eligible, because this is wrong.
Right.
So I'm not putting my name on anything.
Definitely text me and I will send you something after this show to possibly help you. I am going to tell you right now, what's happening right now will be reversed. It might take a hot minute to reverse it, but if you quit, you may not even be able to get your job back. You may not be able to get any of uh, a lot of people have built up like 401ks, a lot of things that they're going to lose, benefits that they're going to lose. So no, the one thing that and I'm not, I have to say, I'm not an attorney, I'm not legal representation, but if you feel like it's the right thing to hold off, why do I have to Mickey Mouse around this? Just don't quit. You know what? Don't quit your job. And the one piece of advice that I did see is that when you go in and they let you know, make sure you're recording it so that you just have that extra little bit of proof. I'm not out here trying to protect anybody except for the people who want protecting. I'm not saying companies are following a rule. Okay, they're following a rule. It's not a law. There is no law that says this is okay. And I'm just going to say too, months and months and months, I think it was over a year ago, I said the civil suits are going to begin. And here we are, folks. Another prediction. Here we are, folks. And they are beginning, and they are, I mean, the White House was handed its first lawsuit. So we know that all these things are going to be changing. We just have to hold on and we have to become unified. As long as they can keep us separated with this against this, white against black. Well, I personally don't know any black people that hate white people in general. I don't know any white people that hate black people in general. Let me tell you something. I don't know people who hate other people. I don't. For as far, I don't know anybody who is still like, oh my God, gays. Oh my God. I don't. We all have learned to accept each other as far as I can see. So stop letting these head talkers try to make it seem like there's separation when it's not. Divide and conquer is the biggest tool they have. Now it's vaxxed against unvaxxed, and it's masked against unmasked, and it's COVID against no COVID. Don't let them separate us. We can have our personal opinions and be strong and united together. Okay. Separation is the tool they use to keep us preoccupied while they're running money into their accounts. And baby, that is all this is about. How much money are they running into their accounts right now? And that is the truth of this whole follow the money. Okay. So I do feel like you will be getting another job. If Express offers you the job, take it, but keep looking there. And there will be something you can do from home. Make sure you watch last Monday's show. And I'm going to do a clearing for everybody who needs to find another job. They're going to find one quickly and easily. I'm getting a no on that. So we're going to clear that. Whew, thank you so much for calling in. And I am going to tell people I lost like 4 callers on that answer. And that just tells you right there, people aren't even tolerant enough to listen to another point of view. Seriously? Are you that stuck in your mind? Yeah. And now there are so many doctors and nurses and scientists coming out that are not being quieted. Look those people up. Look those people up. Anyway, thank you so much for calling in, love. I'm so grateful I was able to talk with you today. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope this was helpful for you.
Yes, it was. I really wanted to know about believing and if you got a good feeling about Express.
Again, go for Express and see. But keep looking while you're at Express because you will need more money than that. Okay. Absolutely,
Yeah.
positively. Okay, love. And I'm going to say this quickly because my show is winding down. I do feel like there is the opportunity for relocation for you also to another area. And I actually do feel like it might be the Midwest, but stay away from Illinois. Okay.
Okay. I do want to do that too. I want to move badly out of New York.
Yeah, everybody, from what I hear, most people do right now, but that's a whole nother show. Thank you again, love. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay, I want to come over to Sam R. Should I buy this car I'm thinking of? Sam, you know what, Sam? I'm gonna say no. Don't buy this car. You're gonna find one in a week to a week and a half. That's gonna be a much better deal, much better price for you. You're going to enjoy it a lot more. La 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 la. Let's see. When I get, let's see. I am going to say to everybody, thank you so much. I would answer more questions, but I literally have less than a minute left, so I'm sorry. Thank you so much for everybody for listening, watching, joining. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. I will be back next Monday at noon, and I am going to schedule another show for this week, so please subscribe to whatever venue you're listening on, and as soon as the show is listed, as soon as I post it, then you'll know about it and you can join me on that show. Thank you again, everybody. Have an amazing rest of the week. Until next time. Bye-bye.